function start game?
Yeah, we could do that. Function start game.
So what happens when the game starts?
So first we need to make sure that
So we
the
have
wings
to get
losses
the.
is set to 0, and we have to get the random word
So
by
we-
the computer, right?
Yes.
So we need the map.
So we need to get the word out of the word bank, right?
Right.
So we have to do word bank. So wait, we have to get it randomly, right?
Yes.
Right. So we need the map random.
So random dot. No, not dot. It's random word bank, and then that the what's that called? Braces,
Curly
brackets,
Curly brackets.
curly. No, just brackets. And then math dot floor, and then parentheses math dot.
So we are inside of the function right now, right?
Yes.
Word bank and.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to see if I can show you guys my screen. Let's see
I
here.
guess we can do like a group in Slack, and it has like
I
sharing.
don't know how to do. Do you know how to do that? Make a group.
Only paid teams can start calls from channels. Something great.
Okay. Okay. Your name is. I forget. How do I? So Barrett. So if you ever want to look at my screen, I'm gonna send it to you. Can you see my screen? If you open that up.
Oh wow, live dashboard. We've
Can
done
you-
that before.
Is that me? Oh, no,
The
wait.
link that I clicked.
Oh, my bad. I gave you the wrong link. Let's see. Dashboard. Dashboard. There we go. That should be it. And then Ramona, what's your username? R-O.
It's RANGH.
Okay, there we go. That should be it. And then Ramona, what's your username? R-O. Oh, sorry, I gave it to you again.
RANGH.
Okay. What's your name again? Jacob.
1883.
Ramona, what's your username? J-O. Oh, sorry, I gave it to you again. J-A-C.
College.
Okay.
College
What's
Park.
your name again? How do you
I
spell
was about to
it?
say, where-
How do you spell J-A? What's your
J-A. It's
sorry.
where are you looking at on?
J-A. I'm trying to send it to you, yeah, on Slack.
College
Oh,
Park.
yeah, it would
How do
be.
you spell
I was about to
it?
say, real quick.
How do you spell J-A?
J-A. Where are you looking at on?
J-A. I'm trying to send it so you can see my screen.
College
Oh,
Park.
yeah, it would be. I was
How
about
do
to
you
say, real quick.
How do you spell J-A if you ever want to look at it? Okay.
Where are you looking at?
Okay, so math.floor, so you can see my screen.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
Times word bank. Okay, so math.floor, so you can see my screen.
Oh, yeah, it
And
would be.
that will give us the times a random word bank. Okay, so math.floor will give us a random that word from the word bank. Times a
Should we
random
add at
word
least
bank.
one more?
Okay, so
Because
math.floor gives us a random
to add another
word from the word bank.
another column to our array.
I mean, we could.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really.
The logic is
what's up?
the
You
same.
can add it later and it'll run.
Another column.
What are we defining?
I mean, we could.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really.
The logic is the
You
same.
can add it later and it'll run.
We can do
What are we defining?
ran word. We could.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The logic is gonna be another global.
We can do
Should we make it a global variable?
Or it's gonna be inside.
ran word.
I feel like we should make it a global variable.
Yeah, let's do that. We can do
Should we make it a global variable?
ran word. Yeah, you can do an empty string,
I feel like we should
or just
Or just-
nothing.
just
Yeah.
bar ran word.
random word equals. Okay, let's go ahead and console log that. Or just nothing.
Because you need the bars.
We have to call it, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and console log that. Or just so. Let's make another call it, yeah. Make another comment. Call it main.
Well, we're gonna have to
So
run
let's make another call it, yeah. Make another comment. Call it main.
We make that. Well, we're gonna have that function outside of start game. Run.
Oh, well, every time you call start game, it's going to give you a random word.
I see. Okay.
So start game.
I thought we were saying like start game.
Oh,
was
well, every time you call start game, it's going to give you a random word.
I see. Okay.
So let's go ahead and see if that works. Start game.
I thought we were saying like start game.
Oh, well, every time you call start game, it's going to give you a random word. 118. Let's go ahead and see if that works. Start. Okay.
Console log.
Okay, let's see what you got. Every time you call start game, it's going to give you a random
Looks like we're missing the closing bracket.
Let's see if that works.
So closing curly brace.
See what you got. Every time.
See if that works. Looks like we're missing the closing bracket. Yeah, what time do we have to be back? Closing curly brace. What time do we have to be back up there? Yeah, what time do we have to be back? All good?
Thank you.
All good for you guys? What time do we have to be back up there?
All good for you guys, or
I'm getting uncaught
Uncaught
error.
error.
Math.floor is not a function at start game.
Okay, so math. Oh, you spelled floor wrong.
Oh, 2 L's?
Oh,
I mean 2 L's.
All good for you guys? Should be good.
We need to.
all good. I'm
You
gonna put a
guys
comment above random
Getting
word.
uncaught
I'll
error.
just say
Math.floor
picks
is not a
random
function
word.
at start game.
Okay, so math. Oh, you spelled floor wrong.
Oh, 2 L's?
You good,
No,
Israel?
I mean 2 L's.
That's it.
All good for you guys? Should be good.
We need to.
Yeah, it's not console logging.
All good. I'm
You
gonna put a
guys
comment above random
Here,
word.
console log
I'll
error
just say
outside
picks
of your function.
random word.
Start. And did you call the function?
It's not, it's inside, so we didn't.
Oh,
It's in
I'm good,
Remember,
Israel.
call the function.
That's it.
So you have to call the function. Call the. So create a comment. Call it main.
Where? Like
And then under that, just you have to call the function.
so random word. It's
Okay,
where
yeah.
the game.
Above random
Here,
word.
console log
Just say
error outside
picks
of your function.
word.
Start. And that's what you call the
And
function.
something like
It's
that.
not, it's inside, so we didn't.
Oh,
It's in
So the
I'm good.
console log would go inside of the function, but we have all the function outside
Call
of
the.
the
To
last
create a
curly
comment.
bracket,
Call
right?
it. Yeah. Remove the. And then under that, just move that. You have to call the function.
So random word. It's
Okay,
where
yeah.
the game.
Above random
Here,
word.
console log
Just say
error outside
picks
of your function.
And that's what you call the function.
It's not, it's inside, so we didn't.
Try it again.
So the
I'm good.
console log would go inside of the function, but we have all the
So which
function
means you probably spelled something.
outside.
Yeah. Oh, you spelled ran word with a D.
Oh,
Is that
is
what
that
D?
the D? So random word. It's where the game.
Here, console log
Just say
error
picks.
I don't think that happens.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's just
happened
like
before.
comma,
And I
semicolon,
spent like an hour.
Oh man, I hate that. Yeah.
and you're like there for an hour banging your head. I misspelled this word.
Okay. So we did that. That creates the random word.
Now we need to capture players input, right?
The like right when the game starts, what do we want to happen?
We need to write underscores.
Right when the game starts? Yes. Yeah.
We needed to select that word, and then we needed to
That
take
creates
that word
the
and,
random word.
I guess, convert
Create
it.
an underscore for each number of letters inside of that word. Okay. So How would we do that? Like right when the game starts. No, we don't know.
There'll be a loop, huh?
Yeah. Right when the game starts. Yes. Just curious.
Yeah.
Count. We need to count characters.
That creates the random word. Create an underscore for each number of letters inside that word. I'm gonna console log randword.length and see what it comes back as.
Right when the game starts.
So it's giving me the length of that word. Yes. So our goal right now is to make the underscores. Right? Okay. So to do that, we have to make a for loop. Each number of letters inside that word. You guys agree? I want to make a for loop. So var I equals 0. I is less than the length of that word. No, yeah, randword. So our goal right now is to make the underscore I plus. Right? Okay. And so to do that, we have to make them go ahead and console log I to see how many times it's iterating through. Make a for loop. So var I equals 0. I is less than the length of that word. No, yeah, randword. So our goal right now is to make the underscore I plus. Right? Okay. And so to do that, we have to make them go ahead and console log I. You guys see how many times it's iterating through. Make a for loop. So var I equals 0. I is less than the length of that word. No, yeah, randword. Our goal right now. So just make sure it's going through. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. And so to do that, we have to make them go ahead and console log I. So you guys see how many times it's iterating
So we need to write it to ID word.
So var I equals 0. Letters. Guesses. So just make sure it's going underscores. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Did everybody get to the for loop working?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Don't we need now to print the dashes?
Yes. Let's do it all in console log first. So what we have to do is create the underscores, and to do that, we have to. What do you guys think for it? So it's iterating through the length of the word, right?
So we need to say
Did everybody get to the for loop underscore? Okay, cool. So we would have it print an underscore every time it iterates through. Let's do it all in one and push it to the underscore. So what we have to do is create the underscore. So
the underscore array.
and to do that, we have to. What do you guys think?
Put directly to the page.
We could, but we should do it all in the console of the word, right?
So we need to say
Did everybody get to? Do you guys want to do it just in the page or in the console? Okay, cool. So we would have. What do you think? Underscore.
What's the benefit of doing it in console?
Let's do it all in one and push it to the underscore. I mean, because like is create the underscore.
Page in the browser, we
Do
already
that.
have the
We have to. What do you guys think?
So it's part
We
of
could,
the
but we
page.
should do it all. I feel like if you do it in the console, it's always easier to debug. Do you guys want to do it just in the page? Okay. So we want to push it to the underscores array. Right? I mean, because you would do underscores dot push, and inside of the parameters you would do string. I feel like if you do it in the console, that should push easier to debug. Do you guys want to do it just in the page? Okay. So we want to push it to the side of the for loop and console.log it. Just make sure it's pushing underscores dot push, and inside of the parameters you would do string. I feel like if you do it in the console, that should push easier to debug.
You need a space after that.
Or we need some.
Oh, to get rid of the commas? You know what? I never figured out how to do that. Console.log it. Just make sure it's pushing.
How are we separating the underscores on the page?
Oh, they're getting pushed. So it's like you're pushing one, and that's going to be the first index, and then the second one.
Okay.
So we're pushing it to.
into the array.
Yeah, so whenever we print it to the page, we're just gonna do. You know what? I never figured that. Here, we can just print it to the page. I'll show you how we're doing that. So to print to the page using JavaScript, you have to do document.get
So it's like
by
you're pushing
ID.
one, and that's gonna be the
what
first
ID?
index.
Yeah, you know what? Do you just want to print it
So
to the page?
we're pushing it
to print it to the page, I guess. Yeah, so whenever we print it to the page, so we're just gonna do just the ones. Here, we can just print it to the page. I'll show you how.
Word dash blank.
So to print to the blanks using JavaScript, you have to do document.get.
So it's like
by
you're pushing
ID.
one, and that's gonna be the
What
first
ID?
index.
Yeah, you know what? Do you just want to print it to the page? Getting their
So are we
ID.
getting rid of the...
Yeah, so whenever we print to the page, so we're just gonna do just the one in H3.
Yeah, because we're already having the HTML that's
We can just keep it there because it's gonna get replaced either way.
Okay.
Let's see here. So we're getting that ID, and then we have to print it. So it would be text content. Right? Text content is equal to underscore. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. We can just keep it there because it's gonna get replaced either way. Okay, cool, it worked. Let's see here. So we're getting that ID. And then we have to print it. So it would be text content. Right?
We can
Text
still
content. Yeah, like in my homework, I didn't know how to fix that. I don't know if that's gonna work.
So what is text content?
It's basically the same thing as HTML, sort of. I think there's a slight difference.
Does it replace it?
So text content. I know it's just the same as inner HTML. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I just know it basically just prints the whatever you want. It's basically the same thing as. You guys want to do this in JavaScript, right, or jQuery? There's a slight difference.
Does it? I don't care.
Let's do JavaScript.
Yeah,
It's
we already
better.
started.
Okay.
jQuery would be easier, I guess, right?
Yeah, so much easier. But it's just the same as inner HTML. So I'm just gonna put a comment. Yeah, I just know it basically just prints the whatever you want. It's basically the same thing as. I'm hoping we're going in the right direction right now. I really do. Okay. Okay, so when you start the game, we choose a word. The word gets chosen randomly, and then the underscore is printed to the screen. So we got that done. So what's next? After we make the underscores, we have to. What's up, Justin? Okay, so when you start the game, plain vanilla JavaScript, choose a word. The word gets chosen randomly. I got them all watching my YouTube channel so they can see my screen live. Printed to the screen. So like yeah, so we got that done. So what's next? After we okay, so what do you guys think should be next? So we got the underscores to print, right? What's up, Justin?
So we got the word.
Okay, so when you start the game, plain vanilla. So when you start the word, the user. Okay, and we want to do that outside of this function. Okay. So like yeah, so we got that done. Actually, okay. So what do you guys think should be next? My guess is we got the underscores. Do we want to
look at a function called or a prototype called .join.
Does that get rid of the commas? The user. Okay. And we want to do that outside of. You know what? I've used that before. Oh, okay. So actually, after underscores, if you do .join,
And you can put whatever you want. You can put Chewbacca, and it would literally go dash Chewbacca dash Chewbacca.
Okay. Does that get rid of the commas? The user. Okay, so after text content, when you have it equal to underscores, after that, just do underscores dot join
after underscores. And inside of the parentheses, just do quotation marks, but with a space in between. Does that make sense? Okay. Should I get rid of the comment? Okay, so after text content, if you have it, when you have it equal to underscores, after that, just do underscores. So when we start the game, we want it to reset each and every time, right? Just do so quotation marks, but with a space in between. What all do we want to reset? Okay. We want the wrong letters to reset. When you have it equal to underscores, after that, just do so when we start the game, we want it to reset each and every time, right? Just do the quotation marks, but with a space in between. What all do we want to reset? Wrong letters to reset. We want right when you start the game, you want everything to.
Wrong letters, guesses left, wings, losses.
Guesses left, yeah. Guesses left should equal 9. Just do quotation marks, but with a space in between. What all do we want to reset? And wrong letters to reset. We want right when you start the game. I think that's it for that. So when you start the game, guesses left, yeah. Guesses left should equal 9. And we want that stuff to print on the screen, right? Right when you start the game. So we would have to get the game. Let's print the guesses left on the screen. ID. So what's that ID called? And we want that stuff to print on the screen, right? So guesses left. So we would have to get. This isn't confusing, is it? Or you guys guesses left on the screen. Text content is equal.
So it's ID, guesses
What's
left.
that ID called?
Span, guesses
Oh yeah,
dash left.
That's still
Guesses
within the
left.
function, right?
Yeah, it's guesses left.
For guesses
So
left.
yeah, we have to get. This isn't confusing, is it? Or you guys should display that. I'll make that 10. Text content is equal.
So it's ID, guesses
What's that
left.
ID?
Span, guesses.
Oh yeah. Okay, so outside of that, we have to log the user's keys. Yeah.
I'm really hoping this would give a really satisfying, didn't.
What's going on?
Span, guesses.
Coding.
Oh yeah. Okay, so outside of that, we have
YouTube and copying someone
to
else's code.
log the
No, we are
user's
just collaborating.
keys. Yeah, I wish there was a way that we can all see each other's screen at the same time. I'm not familiar with that.
You're not?
No.
It sucks.
Okay, go Google Hangouts. You can share your screen.
Okay.
Better than YouTube.
Much better. Is that what you're doing?
Well, I'm live streaming on here, and he's looking at my. They're looking at my screen.
Hangouts.
I wish there was a way that we could all
Then
see each other's
someone else can
screen.
go, wait, let me show you. I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Familiar with that?
Google Hangouts.
No.
No, I thought you were watching someone else. I'm like, wow, that's fucking lazy.
No.
Way to go, guys. Come on, set the bar really low like that.
So,
Is that what you're doing?
video call? Well,
Yeah,
I'm live
make it a video
streaming
call.
here, and he's looking at my. They're
Yeah,
looking at my
do
screen.
Hangouts.
I wish there was a way that we could
Then
all see each
someone
other's
else can go, wait, let me show you. I'll share my screen.
Fine.
Google Hangouts.
Okay.
No, I thought you were. And then just copy the link. I was like, wow, that's fucking got it.
Just to give you guys an idea.
Guys, come on, set the bar really low.
So, video is he doing it?
I don't know.
just select
Are
it.
you doing
You got Barrett's got it. He's got
Okay.
it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Bob.
Do we have a group with us yet?
You guys are the rock stars.
What's your group name?
Oh, we don't have it.
There it is. No. Yeah, there you go. It's Sabrina. Is that right?
Ramona.
Ramona. I'm Bob. Hi. I'm Bob. Hi guys.
Open with Internet Explorer.
Do we have a group with us?
What the heck did you send me, man? Wait,
You got it.
I got it. You get it? No.
I sent him something.
I don't know what you sent me. Is that it? Or is that something else?
on the link?
Ramona.
Okay.
I'm Bob.
Oh, there we go. Barrett's got it.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Well, it's because you didn't know everyone's names.
Why is it opening? What the heck did you send me, man?
Got it.
Wait,
Go ahead. And then to share your video.
Let's just sign in.
Sign that shit in. Come on, dude.
No, I don't know what you said.
There you go. Join.
Is that it? Oh, join Hangout.
Something else on the link.
Share screen?
Yep. Ta-da. How do I share
Oh,
screen?
wait, how do you share screen?
Oh, share.
He's got you. Should see a screen in just a second here. You gotta join.
Oh.
I know, reading's hard. Wait a second. To share your video. See, then you can share your webcams and then see everybody down on the.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
This makes things a whole lot easier.
Yep, because
Awesome.
then someone else. I think you get the disclosure triangles there. The sidebar. Should see a screen. You're sharing yours. Everyone's
Did you get
sharing
your
screen?
screen sharing to work?
I think it can only be like one person at a time.
Yeah, I think only one person can share the screen at a time.
Oh, is it?
So if I share,
So,
are you seeing
so
it?
if I stop sharing,
I don't see anyone's screen.
Google Hangouts is sharing
Go
the
back
screen
to
with hangouts.google.com.
Yep, so go ahead, hit stop. And then turn your webcam on here.
you,
Fucking force click. Ah!
so,
There you are. So there's Barrett. You should see Barrett. Ooh, look, you got the loop going there.
whoops, don't want that. Okay.
So,
Why can't we see your screen? Probably just fucking internet being stupid.
so we should be able to see Barrett's screen.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening.
Here you are.
I can't see Barrett's screen.
Can you see Barrett?
No. I see a picture of him.
Alright, so why don't you try screen sharing? Because you were the one who was screen sharing, right? And see if they can see your screen.
Can you guys see my
Give it a
screen?
second. Did you?
Can you guys, oh, whoops, let's bring it back up.
Did you tell it to share your whole screen?
Can't see Barrett's screen. Yeah, let me do it again. Try it again. I see a picture. Share screen.
I'm not getting anything. Okay, it says you are screen sharing. It's probably just the internet being stupid.
I'm still live on YouTube if you guys want.
Yeah, let's go back to YouTube.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good.
That failed.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find it again because I closed it.
I can give it. I'll just
I
send
got
it.
it. I got it. It's in the. It says left.
Alrighty.
So we were at resetting stuff, right?
Looks like that's all reset. We're good. If you want to go back and reset it, we can add more stuff to it later. Okay, so when we start the page, that's what we want to happen. So that's all good. Let's losses here. Okay. So we have to capture the user's input, right?
Yes.
Now, yes. So that would be. Okay, so when we start the page, that's what we want. You guys remember how to do that?
This is outside the function, right?
Yes. Okay. So we have to capture the user's input, right?
Darcy McKelvey.
Huh? Darcy?
Live chat.
Who are you chatting?
Yeah, who's that?
I'm watching your video. There's a live chat next to your video. Somebody named Darcy said hello.
Oh, well,
He
let's just I don't. No, I have no idea who that is.
Well,
Hey,
you have
what's up, Darcy?
You have a fan.
What's going on?
Just doing our homework.
Okay.
Creeper.
Where did you
Oh,
see that?
I didn't expect that to happen.
Live chat with them. We got Darcy.
Where did you see that?
Right here. It's in the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I have
Okay.
no idea who that is.
Focus again.
Yeah.
What's up,
That's
Darcy?
right.
What's going on?
Oh, he's not there anymore. It's only 3 watching now, so it's time.
Did you put your...
Okay, so I just had user guesses equal to event.key because event.key saves the key of whatever the user presses or releases.
Okay, so we need to make sure that they can only enter letters
One time.
A to
One time,
Z in
but
one
we can
time.
whenever we get to that section, we'll figure that part out.
Are we gonna add this, let it print to the HTML, or are we doing the console?
Check to see if your user guesses work. So if you press any key, you should see in your console. Whenever we get to that section, we'll figure that part out.
Are we gonna add this, let it print to the HTML?
So check to see if your user guesses. I'll just do user guesses. Did it work for you guys or? You should see in your console. It's case sensitive, so it's on key up is all lowercase.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. That's why it was
Nice.
I'm getting made of. Oh, because I'm pressing.
Awesome. You good? Nice. Okay, so.
Yes, teacher Andy, we got it.
yes, professor.
Alrighty. So, what do you guys think should be next?
Okay.
So we
Matching to see if any of the letters
We're
match
locked.
the computer random pick.
yes. Okay,
So
how do you do that?
on key up.
So we have to make sure that the letter exists inside of the word, right?
Do we need to create an array that pushes each of the real letters into...
Each of the
Individual
real
strings?
letters.
Well, it pushes it to the.
Because basically we need like a conditional, right? Like if event.key is one of the letters.
Yeah. So if it is one of the letters, what I did in my homework, I used index of, because that shows you like if a letter exists in that word, then it'll give you a number above -1. But there's probably like 5 different other ways to do it.
What's the easiest?
Yeah. So
I feel like my way is like really hard.
what's your way?
Well, I was just thinking like,
Index of.
wait, wasn't there like a slice function or something, or
A split.
split
So you split the words into individual letters
into an array
into an array,
of just
and then you would have
strings?
to for loop it to have it compare each time.
Oh, I guess so. Huh?
Could do that.
That seems way too difficult. Let's do the way you said.
Okay. So if user guesses is equal to the word, so the ran word, then let's console log that.
Okay. So if
Yes.
user guesses.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna go back to the function, the start game function, and console.log the ran word so we can see in our console. Random word is equal to plus concatenate ran word. So just so we can see it. So the ran word is red. I press R.
Go back to the function.
Doesn't work. Oh no, you know what? It has to be.
But
It has to be
letter.
greater. Oh wait, we didn't do the index of. No, you know what? I messed up. I'm sorry. User guesses dot index of ran word. Index is greater than -1. So if it's red,
Oh wait, we didn't do the index of.
I might have that backwards.
User guesses.
That's right. Guesses. Can it be L? Okay. Yeah, I had that backwards. So we're getting the index of ran word, and we're seeing if any of the user guesses exist within ran word. If it does, we'll get a value greater than -1. Does that make sense or no?
So it's random or
So let's see if I could just console log this whole thing.
why did you do greater than -1?
Because if the word actually exists inside of the letter, well, if the letter that the user presses actually exists inside of the word, you will get a value greater than -1. If it doesn't exist inside the word, you will get -1.
Okay,
So
Is index
let's.
of spitting out the position of the letter?
It's. I'm not sure how it determines the number, but I just know if it exists, you'll get a number greater than -1. But maybe we can actually see that
I'm
happening.
just Google index of
Inside the word, you will get a value greater than
index of
It's. I'm not sure how.
I just want to see what's going on.
I just know if it exists, you'll get -1. But maybe we can see that
Yeah, I think it's like the start position within that string of characters.
Oh, okay. So
So it starts at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3.
yeah, you know what? I think you're right.
Because you also use index of later, right?
Yeah, it looks like you are right. Okay. So does that make
Could you
sense?
scroll back a little?
Yeah.
Scroll up. Did you make any changes? Did you add an index of somewhere in like above
I
that?
think you're right.
The changes to.
The index of, did you add it anywhere else?
Oh no,
except
no. There's just one.
the if,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
So
Thank you.
what that is doing is checking if the letter exists inside of the word, and if it does, okay. So if it does, then it's gonna do whatever is inside of here. And if it doesn't, then
Then we say wrong guess.
Then we want to push the user guesses
Into the
wrong array. Yeah, yes. Seems to wrong letter.
It's gonna do whatever it's here.
So how would we do that?
just do a push,
Yeah.
right?
So
Then we want to push the user guesses.
we have to push the user.
Yes. To wrong letter.
So let's see what's going on here. Oh, wrong guesses is not defined. Wrong letters, that's why. Oh no, you know what?
Yeah, it was the wrong letters.
Wrong letter. And we're pushing
Wrong letters.
user pushing wrong letter. So if I console log that, the word here is blue.
Wait.
And then
Do we push user guesses or do we push event key?
we're pushing
The key.
whatever the user guesses.
Which is event.key?
Yeah, but have event.key like
Oh, it
equal to
equals.
user guesses.
Do we need that variable?
We do,
Yeah,
'cause we
yeah,
need
we
to
do.
display it on the screen at one point.
Because we want the event key to be saved to a variable so we can use it somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay, if, okay.
We're pushing whatever the user guesses. Yeah, but have event.key like equal to user guesses.
So let's see.
Yeah,
Okay.
we want the event key
Awesome.
saved to a variable so we can use it
Getting
somewhere else.
my console log is just a
Is it-
What are you
brackets.
So
So what is wrong letter?
wrong letters that push to.
Oh, was I supposed to do this?
Oh no. That's fine. Just leave that the way it is. So you're getting wrong letters, and you're pushing user guesses. So it's either something spelled wrong. Is it wrong letters or wrong letter?
Well, I'd put wrong letters. I don't know.
So wrong letters that push. Oh no.
There we go.
How you doing over
So
there?
why is mine working? Look at this. So I got wrong letter. I'm missing the S, right? And here I have wrong letters, and it still
It
works.
still works.
Yeah, somehow.
It shouldn't
So-
work.
Magic.
Are you using Sublime or PHP style?
Sublime.
I don't know what the difference is. I was just wondering. How do you get your console to be black like that?
Oh, you can
I
change
think
it
you
in
can
there.
change it.
Yeah, there's themes. Yeah, I got
For
some.
console?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
You can customize it in settings.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, settings.
But I don't think I ever changed it
Yeah.
because anyway.
It's just like.
Oh, dark. Ooh.
How do I get out of
Alright
here?
guys, we're getting off track.
I know.
Although I am gonna mess around.
So
with it.
you're getting the same? Like it's pushing into an array, right? Just
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, just like that.
Why is mine working when I'm missing a letter?
I guess for some reason it's being for. It's,
So
why is it?
even here, reset no
And we also want.
wrong letters.
Oh, you know what? You're pushing to that array.
Oh, to this one right here?
Guesses left to go down.
Oh wait. Wait.
Slightly.
So that's why it's still working.
What's the plus is
Oh, you're actually
incremental
debugging by
up.
accident.
What's
Oh, plus
incremental
one.
down?
That's
So
why I
refresh the
asked
page
because
again.
I.
Minus?
Yeah.
No. Was minus.
How do I
-1?
get this over?
Minus. Yeah.
I think
How
it
do I
might be
get
minus
rid of
minus.
this one? I mean, not only by closing it, but it happens to me like all the time. Going to the sources and doing that. So
Yeah, decrements minus minus.
How to get rid of what?
Did you see how it starts like debugging?
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't do anything. It just started.
That's weird. Does it do that often?
Yeah, all the time. So I have to close the console and start over. So now what happened?
Oh yeah, just click there, click out of it. I don't know, keep it open, but like you have to start typing on the web page, and I want to see if it displays.
Okay, so I got 3.
So that's right.
So that's red. Yes. And okay.
It's not bad.
So it says
Um,
reference.
Looks like your laptop's about to fall off.
Wrong letter is not
Push it so it doesn't. I want to see that.
cancel wrong,
Oh, there it is.
wrong letter. So it's right here. Wrong letters.
Yes.
It's gonna be ready then.
Looks like your laptop's about to fall off.
Oh,
there you go. Forgot the S.
Freaking ass.
I'm just gonna remember
I
to.
know it's working.
I'm just gonna remember to spell everything without an S. Like if it's guesses, just do guess.
Use your
Right.
mouse.
So that's a lot easier.
Says.
Guesses.
Now
Alright, so I
we
added.
need to disable, like once they pick the letter, they cannot click it again. Right?
Should that be the next step? If they
That
pick
should
it up?
actually be before the if statement.
I'm just gonna remember to spell everything. That's gonna make things complicated. I feel like.
Hangman is complicated.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we could, but I don't know if I want to do
should we
that.
finish coding what should happen?
Okay, let's move on and yeah, if they get
Because we
they
have
get
wrong
engaged,
letters.
just to push it to the
We pushed the wrong letter, and then I added guesses left.
and we have to push the
Oh,
match
so
letter, right?
you subtracted the guesses left.
What do you do for the mouse?
The mouse.
We could.
What? Oh,
That mouse.
I do character development stuff.
What's that mean?
It means whenever there's new characters going into parks, I am a coordinator to help create them.
Oh,
Very cool.
You subtracted.
Really neat.
That's creative.
I was a character once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Doing what?
Tigger and Goofy.
Okay.
Like 2 summers in high school.
Nice.
That kind of fits you, I guess.
They're hard, man. You gotta learn. You got the worst part is learning to sign.
Sign.
What
Like
sign?
their names,
Oh.
because the signature has to look the same across
Autograph.
1,000 kids' autograph books.
Yeah.
So they teach you how to do it, and then they're like, okay, here's the glove for the costume.
Wait,
Try
so you-
again, and you're like, "Durr."
You dressed up as Tigger and you ran around in Florida?
Yeah. If you had a shitty shift, you had parade duty. Otherwise, you were just like. Otherwise, I would be back in like the judge's tent back when it was still like Camp Mickey or whatever, and you just sat there and took pictures all day. That was the sweet gig. If you had to walk around the park, it sucked. But
Sounds brutal.
It's like the mouse. I'm like, my cursor? Do I need to change the cursor shape?
no, the mouse, man.
Okay, so what do we got here?
It's like,
It works for everybody?
No, it's college program
Okay.
kids, slaves to the mouse. We used to always joke that they lock them in cages at night. I think by the time, I remember when I was working there, like by the time they had deducted like the tuition costs and the housing costs and the food program and everything, they were making like 27 cents an hour or something.
Yeah.
Like that's what they were actually getting paid after they deducted all their costs out.
it's nothing.
But minimum wage back then was like $5, so.
It's not enough. Let's see here.
Okay, where are we at?
So,
If,
if
rand word,
the
index
word
of
exists.
user guesses, what does that mean?
that means if the letter exists inside of the word, we're going to get a number greater than -1. So perform the rest of this. So, randword.index of user. Yeah.
So if it is
So if it
a
does,
word,
exist, we should push it to the right index of the underscore.
yes.
Okay. So, is that a for loop? So what do we have to do? So I'm thinking we have to create a for loop. Is that the right answer?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I mean, that's a way to do it.
Well,
There's 10 ways to skin a cat, man.
True.
index of is gonna. Should we define a variable of what number it is in the underscore? Because you could run a for loop for the spaces before and after. No, that's too confusing.
Yeah, what you're doing now.
Let's see if this works.
You can do for var I in, right?
And for, so I have to do the random word dot length.
Oh, is that the type
I plus plus,
Yeah, what
and then I'm just kind of winging it right now. So
you're missing something.
The length is greater.
oh yeah, I is
I.
less than. I is less than. Yeah, less than.
So you know you can write it like
Okay.
for var I. Oh,
Let. Then you do that.
no, you just do for var I in rand word. Like that. And that's basically the same thing. It's like writing an each statement in vanilla JavaScript.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
So it's saying for each spot in the word,
So it's actually gonna go through the length of the random word
if it's an array, it will.
if it's an array.
Array word is not an array.
Yeah, it's just so that's a good technique to know though. Yeah, remember that. Okay, so if it does
How you doing,
that,
Ramona?
I'm following him on the screen.
yeah, I'm on YouTube right now.
Screaming.
Oh, are you? I was wondering. I'm like, what are you watching? I thought you were watching because like there's like instructional videos like after the homework's been turned in. I'm like, you're cheating. You're just watching it.
You know, actually, someone commented on the YouTube. Someone went to the channel. And
There's
commented.
two
That's him. I'm not sure who this
Who's
is.
Darcy?
I don't know. Just someone who wanted to watch us.
He seems nice.
Where do I say something?
I hope he's not here.
He's gone.
Is he gone?
Darcy?
I miss that guy.
Barrett's aggressive.
Someone commented on the YouTube.
Thumbs up.
Went to the channel.
I like this.
Yeah. If you guys ever want to follow me, I live code everything I do. So
Are you serious?
yeah,
Cool. That is awesome. Yeah.
so you can watch me struggle and stuff. So okay, so it's gonna iterate through the random word dot length. So we would have to do.
I feel like this is impossible before 9:30.
Now it's possible. If you guys ever want to follow me, I live code everything I do. Do we have to do an if inside of it? Okay, so I'm trying to think of what we gotta do here. So okay, so it's gonna. We don't have to do an if, do we? So it's gonna loop through that word. So user guesses for. Okay, I'm just gonna talk out loud and say, if the user guesses exist inside a word, then we're gonna loop through to see if for loop. If the user guesses user underscores for loop user to see underscores scores. I'm gonna see if this works. Underscores, so it'd be I. Go through that. No. If Oh man, my brain just melted. I have no idea. If user guesses is... Okay, so if their guess exists inside of the word, we want it to push it to the right index of the word. Is it push or equal to right index? Might be push. So, how do we push it to the right index of the word? You guys look dead.
Yeah.
So if their guess exists inside of the word, we want it to push it. So to do that, we have to. Is it push or? So, how do we push it to the right index of the word? Okay, how do we push it to the right index of the word? You guys look dead. So I was gonna keep it on. I'm just gonna try something. See
What
if it
if
works.
can we just declare a variable to capture the letter and just push it?
Well, the letter is captured in user's guesses, and it's gonna go through here if it's right. And I'm not sure this for loop is doing it. I'm just gonna try something. So if it is right, then we want it to loop. So if we loop through the index, and user's guesses, and it's gonna go through here. I'm just gonna see if this works. If underscores
Can we can change individual like parts of an array, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause
Yeah,
now
you
I'm
can.
thinking like, okay, I think you were right in the beginning saying like we should do everything in the console.
Yeah.
Like, what if we define an array with all the underscores as separate
Yeah.
as separate strings, and then if it was right, you could index of the position, the letter.
Yeah. Index
all the letters.
Index of the position though?
Well, no, index of would just grab the first one. And then you could change out.
Yeah.
Swap out that as separate.
How are we
I don't know
good
if I'm
to?
making sense. I don't even know if it's possible.
I'm just gonna start typing, see if it works. So if if random word I, so if that first word is equal to I'm just gonna start typing to user guesses. So if that first one is equal to that, then we want to go into the underscores. We wanted to replace that section with the user guesses. And so if that first one, user guesses, and console.log underscores, because we want to make sure that works. So if I go here, R-E-D. Oh, that worked. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, let me try to explain that better. If it doesn't work, so the word's red. Actually, I do want to see the underscores. So where am I making the underscores at? Right here.
Does it work if there's more than one letter in the word? More of the correct letter in the word?
Like 2 E's?
Like green, 2 E's.
Let's see here.
Just
Green. Okay, so I added green to the word bank, and blue, red, green. Oh damn it, blue. Oh damn it, green. Yep.
You're missing an S. Oh, okay.
GREN. Awesome. Cool, that works.
wow.
So could you please explain it?
Okay, so the random word is, for example, right now the random word is green, right?
Right.
So if the random word is equal, so this is right now, it starts at 0, right?
Okay.
So the random word, so right now the letter it's looking at is G. So if G is equal to the user guesses, then come down here and go to index 0 of the underscore and replace that with user guesses.
Okay.
I can explain it again
Okay.
if you
No,
want.
no, it's fine. I got
No,
it.
just
Oh
keep
no,
going.
I'll explain it. I don't care. I got nothing else to do.
So right now the letter it's looking at
So
is G. So if G
yeah,
is equal
But
does
it's
that make sense?
actually over there. It's rand word. Is it 0 or I in the?
Oh, it's actually I, but I'm just like showing you as an
Okay,
example.
for explanation.
So the
purpose.
random word is looking at G right now because that's the random word
And
green.
it's index of 0.
So
Oh, I see.
so the user guess is 0. I mean the user guess is G. So it's gonna go to underscore. So say if the user guesses E, it's not. It's gonna be like, nope,
Else.
and then yes, yeah. It's gonna be like,
Oh, because it does a loop of each.
yeah. So it's gonna go G
No.
is equal to user guesses. No. R, no, and then E, it does. So this would be 3, and this would be 3. If they guess E, and it'll go through. I'm not explaining that okay at all.
Underscores.
Doing what?
I don't know.
So for, let's say his double E, right? 2 E's.
If
It's
it's-
gonna do it for both.
Yeah, it'll go to the third index because the third index 0, 1, 2, 3, or the second index, this would be 2. If you guessed E, and this would be 2, and this is also the second index of the underscore. So yeah, logic.
yeah, it'll go to the
Nice.
Awesome.
index because the third index
That's a pain.
I need to write it down. Okay, where?
So we got that
if you guessed E
out. So if that's right,
this is also
Wait, did you split out rand word in an array?
of the underscore.
did I split it? No. Not sure. No, I didn't split it.
One,
Are we supposed to split it? Gee.
no, but how is it treating each letter as its own string?
So we got
Let's see
that
here.
out. So
Console.log ran word. I'm just testing right now. So that should give me green. G. No, B.
Oh, but you're just pushing.
Okay,
Wait.
console.log ran word. Do I have to do console.log? I don't think I do. Let's see here. 1. I'm getting L, and then 2. I'm getting U. Yeah. I don't have to split it. I think I do.
I'm just confused. I don't understand.
Okay.
I thought that was.
Oh,
to
because
call-
it's in. So ran word is not. Oh, you thought that was to call an array?
Right. Like, because whenever we did
Oh.
the same examples for arrays, how come it's spitting out letters and not?
So it's giving me the whole string. So ran word is equal to
because it's in
this right here, the string,
rand word
And you know, to be honest, I don't know. I think I just got lucky.
Maybe if it's one string,
Yeah, if it's
then it just calls out letters.
yeah, huh? I actually didn't know that.
How come?
So I guess we just avoided splitting them into letters within an array. Just do it that way.
Cool.
Awesome.
Magic.
Cool. That worked.
Yeah, to be honest,
Uh,
I think I just got lucky.
should we continue? I mean, we only got 15 minutes. We can continue if you want.
Let's crank it out.
Okay. Okay, so if it's wrong, is it printing out the guesses? So if I do Q, I'm getting a number. Oh, so console.log. I want to do wrong letter to make sure it's pushing out the letter. Q, 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 Q. Cool. I don't want you. I care about this guy. Alright, so far we're filling in the right indexes of the underscore array. We did that. So we tackled that section. So what's next? If all the arrays are filled, then so far you win, right?
Yeah, so we need to update the wins.
So yeah, so we have to make something to see if you win or lose. So we could actually make that into a function if we wanted to. Yeah, I mean you could. Is that what you guys want to do? Do a function or?
I love functions.
Function.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do function win lose. So we could actually make that into a function. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call the function within this if statement later. Yeah, okay, yeah, that'll work. So, let's see, how do I do that? So how do we know if those are right? Yeah, I'm probably gonna call the function. We might have to put a counter if statement later. Yeah. I don't think this is the best way of doing it, but I think it's gonna work.
What, the function?
Yeah, if I put a counter, I should have to make that a global variable. So if I just do var win counter 0, then I do win counter plus. And then I should update. So if win counter is equal to ram word dot length, then alert winner. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Well, I gotta do win lose to call it within that function. See if that works or not. So blue. Oh, cool, works. Blue. Cool. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Well, I gotta. Else if guesses left is equal to 0, then guesses left is equal to 0, then alert loser. Loser. And then you would have to call that within here to win So let's just go Q. Loser. Winner. Cool. Yeah, that's about it, right? We just have to get it to
So
print.
now,
I mean, it works in the console, but so it should work in the
in the
yeah.
channel, the browser.
Yeah.
So once this happens, if we either have the
So what I did was I created a counter to see if the win counter is equal to the random word, like the length of the random word. So say the random word is red, right? And if it goes through, if it goes through here 3 times, then you won. Does that make sense? I'm not good at explaining.
Like
things.
if it checked for 3
because
correct
it's
letters.
because it's counting like
Right.
1, 2, 3, and then it's like, oh, okay, so that win counter is equal to 3, so you won.
Yeah.
Right, because it's equal to the length of the stuff.
Yeah.
Well, red.
If
It's 3.
it goes through here 3 times, I would say we basically completed it.
we just need to reset it like once
Yeah,
we end
to
the game,
reset
we
it-
need to start a new game.
So to reset that,
Right.
Probably another function.
a reset function, I guess,
Well,
or we can call it within the win-lose.
at the beginning of the new game, right?
So that should reset it. In theory, I think. Okay, so to reset it, winner. Why's that give me winner? Oh, you know what? I called the wrong start. Game. That should reset it back to Q. And then I should get a new random word, red. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, you know what? I called the wrong start. I don't know. Something's messing up. Okay, my reset doesn't work. I don't know.
Well, I think we made lots of progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like,
And plus, everything was live coded, so we can go back and. Okay.
So to come back to the classroom.
Oh, is that what Slack says?
Thank you for
Yes, thank you for
explaining.
being our
that was
teacher.
cool. Like,
No problem. What's that? Birthday cake?
No, king cake. Mardi Gras king cake.
Oh, okay.
I sent one to my friends in Chicago.
Why does that look so disgusting? Is that
It's
carrot?
actually really good. No, this is a plastic baby. It's a figurine.
What the heck?
Have you never heard of king cake?
No.
It's a Louisiana Mardi Gras tradition.
Mhm.
It's it's like a pastry, and there's a tiny baby hidden inside of it, and one person will get the slice with the baby.
And whoever eats the baby wins.
No, you don't eat the baby. Whoever gets the baby, it's just a different tradition. Most of